This is the matchup we've all been waiting for. Two rivals in a rematch for a regional championship. They were unmatched by the rest of the teams they faced, and now they fight one more time with a trip to the state semifinals on the line. The Munising Mustangs are a perfect 10-0 on the season. Led by a decorated and dominant senior class, they are the Great Lakes 8 East Conference champions. And tonight, they look to add another title to their collection. The Newberry Indians lost the last time they came into Mustang Stadium, but left feeling like they let one get away. That loss was their only one this season, and now sitting at 9-1 overall and runners-up in the Great Lakes 8 East, the Indians get their long-awaited shot at redemption. Fueled by the fire of that Week 2 defeat, Newberry has won 8 straight and dominated everyone in their path on their way back to Munising in the championship rematch with one of their most hated rivals. Can the Indians overcome the odds and get back to the semifinals for the first time since 2004? It's the Munising Mustangs and the Newberry Indians. The MHSAA Division I Regional Championship is next on M123 FM and the EUP Sports Network. This is the MHSAA 8-player Division I Regional I Championship. The Newberry Indians visit the Munising Mustangs. Tonight's live coverage is brought to you by Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, the Lewis County Veteran Services Office, Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Centers, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis, Louisiana Pacific Corporation, Pickleman's Total One Stop in Newberry Subway, and the Newberry News. Let's take you inside Mustang Stadium. It's the Newberry Indians and the Munising Mustangs and the 8-player Division I Regional I Championship on M123 FM and the EUP Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mustang
Newberry won the
Stadium
toss
here in
and has
Munising.
deferred. Munising will receive the opening kickoff.
It is the Michigan High School Athletic Association's 8-man Division I
Game
Regional
time
I
temperature,
Championship.
43 degrees.
The Newberry Indians, the number 3 seed in the region, knocked off Rogers City last week. Munising, the number 1 team in the state in playoff points. They are on the home field after beating Norway last week. Of course, they met back in week number 2. The Mustangs stunk out with a 14-0 victory. They won the battle for the axe, but the stakes are higher in this one. A steady rain has come across the central and eastern UP throughout the day today, and it's a steady pouring of rain here in 43 degrees. Indians win the toss. They are deferring. They're going left to right towards the back of Mustang Stadium here. If you've been here before, just a reminder that due to MHSAA regulations, audio only for tonight's playoff broadcast. We will do our best to keep you up to date. An old school audio play-by-play. Mustangs send 2 deep back. Raholly tees it up. Indians in the white with the orange numbers, left to right, and we are underway with Raholly, an end-over-end boot that skips down, stops at the 5-yard line. Mustangs pick it up. Left side, brought down at the 17-yard line.
Reese Cody on the return.
Reese Cody on the return. It's Hayden McNamara on the stop for the Indians. Mustangs take over, 17-yard line, 1st and 10, led by the Great Lakes 8 all-conference quarterback Kane Nebel, an all-conference selection on both sides of the ball. This is going to be an old-school smash-mouth style football game with this heavy rain and two of the best running backs in the Upper Peninsula. Also, two great athletes in Nebel and Rahali on each side that can do different things. Give here to Nebel. He keeps it. Follows behind a double wing to the right side. Nebel will pick up 8, and it'll be 2nd and 2. Mustangs out to the 24-yard line, just shy of the 25. 2nd and a long 2. Good spot for the Indians. These two teams know each other well. They worked out all summer in scrimmages, played each other week 2. Both teams have been unmatched since that encounter. Mustangs 10-0, Indians 9-1. Give to Paramaki, the offensive player.
Paramaki on the carry.
Oh, they
First down, Mustangs.
Micaiah Paramaki, who did not play in the first contest after breaking his finger. He was limited. The two top teams in the Great Lakes 8 East, Munising wins it with a perfect record. Newberry 1 game back. Winner on to the state semifinals. Indians in a 33 defense. 2 wings stacked to the right side. Nebel follows behind. Good push again by the Mustangs and a gain of 5.
Kenny Nebel on the carry.
No score, just underway. Opening minute gone in this 8-man Division I Regional 1 championship contest between the Mustangs and the Indians. If Munising wins, they would host the winner of Merrill and Breckenridge, who play in the Region 2 championship game tonight. If the Indians win this one, they would be home against Breckenridge or at Merrill. Short gain up the middle. A lot of Kane Nebel early on. Both of these offenses love to go out of the shotgun. Both of these teams can also not only just power it with the two top backs in the conference in Paramaki and Juarez, but Nebel will boot out. They'll move them. A lot of misdirection encounters where he'll keep it. Him and Rahali going to have to match up with each other here tonight. Indians are hoping to still be able to use their passing attack tonight with the short, quick hitters. Mustangs out across the 45, 1st down. Nebel has kept it on 4 of the first 5 plays. No scoring through almost 3 entire quarters in that first contest. Final play of the 3rd quarter, the Mustangs scored. They added 1 more in the 4th for the 14-0 victory. Newberry had 3 goal line trips, 3 red zone trips, did not score in that contest. Nebel keeps it again, left side. They're just changing directions. On the carry to midfield. Nebel gets a gain of 5. That's going to keep the chains moving. Ball control going to be big here. Neither of these teams make a ton of mistakes turnover-wise. Got to make the most of the opportunities you get. And with 2 very, very good teams, you cannot give the other side any extra opportunities. Give here on the sweep from the wing. Paramaki out across the 45.
Paramaki on the carry.
43-yard line near side. The Mustangs keeping it between the hashes here early on. That's where most of the grass has gone away. Field in pretty good shape. It's sunny and 60 all week until game time. 8:49 to go. 1st and 10, 43-yard line of the Indians. Nebel in the shotgun. Wing to each side. Same play. They sweep it right to left. Rahali is there. It's a short gain, maybe 3 for Josiah Paramaki. Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along. We're high atop the perch, out in the rain along with Coach Joe Smithson here in the elements at Mustang Stadium. Steve Stifler producing back at home. Nebel breaks it right side. King Nebel off to the races. He's down inside the 5. They'll spot him. Oh, touchdown! Referee on
Nebel with a 40-yard touchdown run.
Referee on the visiting sideline marked him short. Umpire comes racing in. Munising side judge, they both say touchdown. It's a 40-yard run for Nebel. Touchdown, Mustangs, and they go on top 6-0. Up here next to Coach Smith, and he said on the headset, hey, these are going to be huge. Could be a game of conversions. Nebel, option, right side, fights his way. They say he's in. Conversion good.
Conversion is good. Munising leads 8-0.
And the Mustangs, who got down early last week against Norway, they strike first.
Every day, Michigan investigators work hard to keep people safe on the internet. For more information on how to keep your family safe online,
84-yard drive
or to
for the
submit a cyber
Mustangs.
tip, visit MichiganICA.
Want to thank our sponsors, Northern Lights Vision Centers and Dr. Derek Dake, Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, the Lewis County Veteran Services Office, Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis, Louisiana Pacific Corporation, Bickelman's Total One Stop, Newberry Subway, and the Newberry News. Mustangs score on their first drive. Chance here now to respond for the Indians, down 8-0. Rahali will be back in a different kind of look. 4 up front, 1 in the middle, and 3 guys rainbowed in the back. Juarez, Rahali, and Mohar. Mustangs did not want to kick to Rahali the first time around. Who can blame him? He's knocking on the door of 20 total touchdowns on the season. Here's the whistle, the run up and the kick. Onside, squib to the second level. Indians get on it. Good job by Kennedy Depew on the hands team. And the Indians get the ball at their own 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Will be on the left hash towards the visitor sideline. Gavin Nutkins will lead the team out. Gavin went over 1,000 yards passing in the playoff win over Rogers City last week. 18 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. 4 more touchdowns on the ground. Nutkins, snap, give. It's Juarez. Breaks a tackle. Juarez fights through over 800 yards of contact, and Juarez is only a few yards shy of 1,200 on the season.
With the carry.
He gets 5 there. Juarez with 1,188 yards, 17 touchdowns on the ground this season. Indians playing with some tempo. Break out of the huddle quick. They're in their shotgun set. Receiver to each side. Juarez next to Nutkins. Marco gets it. Cuts back. Breaks another tackle. Juarez forward progress. Should be a first down.
Juarez with the carry.
Out to the 48-yard line. First down for the Indians. It's official once they spot it. Juarez,
first down Newberry.
A yard shy of the 1,200 mark. Coming up on 7 minutes to go here in the first. Opening drive for the Indians after the Mustangs scored to start the game. Ball just inside the 49-yard line. Oh, Rahali in at quarterback. Fumbles the snap, but he's going to get around the corner. Great job by Matty Rahali. He turned a disaster into a 4-yard gain. Left side, right in front of the Indians bench. Rahali. So great as a sophomore. All-conference wide receiver, first team. Defensively made it as an athlete, hybrid position. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 49 Indians just across midfield, far side. They're working left to right towards the back of Mustang Stadium. Juarez brought down initially. He was wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage, but bust back through. It's a gain of 1, but the Indians face a 3rd and 9 on a night where long conversions are not going to do anybody any favors. Rahali in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Nutkins takes Rahali's spot in the slot. Snap. Rahali fakes the bubble, keeps it on a draw, and he just slips.
Rahali slipped and fell.
Back to the 50. We'll spot it right at midfield on the left side hash. Decision time for the Indians. Down 8-0. 6:10 to go here in the first. That's 4th and 7. Nutkins is in the gun. Rahali drops straight back now. Indians are going to show punt. They did convert a fake against the Mustangs. High snap. Rahali goes and gets it. There's just no footing between the hashes, but a good bounce and roll. And this thing's going to end up at the 23-yard line. So the Mustangs get a score and a stop. They lead at 8-0 with 5:45
at the 22-yard line. Mustang football
here in the first quarter. A lot of Kane Nebel with a little bit of Paramaki mixed in on the first drive. 86 yards the Mustangs went. Lead 77 this time. 1st and 10. Ball at the 23. Left hash on the home sideline. Double wing. One each way. So little sweep. Paramaki lost his footing. He gets wrapped up.
Micaiah Paramaki on the carry.
Micaiah Paramaki, who's got more than Josiah, who's the typical lead back. He gets a gain of 2. Ball out to the 25, dead center in between the hashes, and a slick mud pit that is coming
Zach
here at
Burton on the
Munising.
tackle.
Huge crowd. If you've been inside Mustang Stadium, across the way, there's a hill behind the track and the fence. Standing room only crowd behind that fence going all the way up the hill. Nebel keeps it. Got a block on the edge. First down and more. He fumbles it. Out of bounds. Ball.
Nebel on the carry.
Shoots on the
Fumbles out of bounds.
out of bounds spot. Now that ball should be marked inside the 40-yard line because you can't advance on a fumble, but they'll get it at the 43. First down Mustangs. Newberry could not get around the edge. Their defensive ends, Luck. Nillette moved into the starting lineup. McNamara and Nelson have rotated in there. They've been so good this season. Double wing again. Nebel 5 yards deep in the shotgun. Now they'll sweep it again. Block in the back. They miss it. That's a peel back block against
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
Josiah Paramaki out across midfield. Close to a first down. He's going to be about a yard short. You cannot block coming against. And that's what Munising's doing. They're sealing the edge, and then they're curling one of their wings or tight ends back against. They're shooting to the backer and then peeling back against the defensive end. Nebel straight forward, wrapped up.
Nebel on the carry.
Good job by Burton.
First down Mustangs.
Luck in there as well. Enough for a first down on a gain of 2. Ball to the 45 on the Indian side. 4:50 to go. First quarter. 8-0 Mustangs, and they're driving. Matt Matson, Great Lakes 8 East, Coach of the Year, sends in the play. A decorated senior group. They made the move to 8-man football and put all their eggs in this team's basket. Double wing to the left. Nebel just follows a pulling player to the left. Forward progress. Going to be a gain of 4 out to the 41. And Nebel got slowed down. Going to have to get the edge in this one, and Munising has so far, as water is starting to pool up in between the hashes. Indians have only played 2 guys up in the box. They're curling. They're leaving a linebacker back. Now they go to a 4-man front. Sweep out of the double wing from right to left. Chop down there. Good job again by Luck. Burton comes to help. Third down for the Mustangs. 3 to go.
Josiah Paramaki on the
40. So this will be definitely 2 tries for the Mustangs. Big thank you to all of you watching, listening, wherever you may be on this Friday night for the Division I, Region 1 championship game between 2 age-old rivals. Nebel straight ahead, first down, gets tripped up, just lays out
Kane Nebel on the carry.
Nebel gets 4.
First down, Mustangs.
Mustangs have had the ball for about 7 of the 9 minutes so far. Up 8-0. Ball at the 33. First down. Right to left for the Mustangs. And the black with the orange trim. Low snap on the ground. Nebel scoops it up. By the time he gets outside, the Indians converge. Good job by Nebel. Shifty. He shortens up his stride. Keeps his feet under him. It's a gain of 3. Indians 5 shutouts in 10 games this year. 3 other games. 2 other games where they gave up just a touchdown. They've only given up more than 14 once this season. Pavey plugs the middle for the Indians. Good job there. Mohar comes in from the secondary to help out. It's 3rd and about 5 for the Mustangs as they get out to about the 30-yard line, no, the 27-yard line. Indians in the regional final for the 3rd straight season. They're trying to break through and get to their first semifinal since that magical 2004 season. Nebel, everybody heavy to the right. That's where he goes. Breaks a tackle. He's going to be close. It's on the far sideline. Right in front of the sticks. See where the officials spot it here. Yard marker says 4th down.
4th and 1.
4th and a yard from the 25-yard line. 1:40 to go in the first. Mustangs on top 8-0. Biggest play in the ball game so far. Can the Indians get a stop? Or do the Mustangs keep possession? Nebel in the shotgun. A wing to the right. A running back to the right. Straight forward for Nebel. Fakes inside. Bounces outside. Nebel gets 5. Gets out of bounds. And the Mustangs convert the 4th down.
First down, Mustangs.
Casey Ford on the PA announces it for the crowd. They go wild. New set of downs. Munising in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. As they get the ready for play. 1:17. Clock stopped on Nebel's run out of bounds. And the wind picking up. The rain been here all afternoon. Nebel up the middle. Pavey drags him down from behind. But the Mustangs making Pavey work. He's had to curl around. He's getting double teamed, and he's got to fight around it and make the play from behind. Mustangs just forcing him to take a step the opposite way of the play, and it's turning no gain into 2 or 3. Final minute, 48 seconds and counting. Nebel with a tight formation. Everybody's bunched up. He wants left side. Cuts it back up the middle. Gets spun down. Burton and Rahali in there.
On the carry.
With Gabe Luck, Mustangs will not have to run another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they snap one here. 30 seconds to go and counting. First quarter. And a fast-paced game. Not a lot of stoppages. Mustangs line up. 3rd and 4 from the 17. Sweep. Right to left. Big hit. Oh, blown through perfectly. Matty Rahali
on the carry.
And it'll be 4th down. 4 to go. And that's the end of the first quarter. The Mustangs strike first. They lead it 8-0 in this championship contest with M123 FM, the UP Sports Network, and the Newberry News.
The things that we do as well as any place you could get it done.
Dr. Benjamin Bryant is proud of the surgery performed at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center and reminds you, if you've put off some procedures because of COVID, chances are the surgery team at Helen Newberry Joy can perform it right here close to home.
We have a very experienced team. I think that our outcomes speak for us in terms of the job that gets done.
The list of procedures available just minutes from home at Helen Newberry Joy is impressive.
Gallbladder surgery is very, very common. We fix hernias, we put ports in, we remove all sorts of other lesions. We do vasectomies here. I don't think the public really knows that.
So if you've been putting off a procedure, it's only a quick phone call away.
I recommend that if they have a primary care doctor, they keep that doctor in the loop. But all they have to do is either call their doctor's office or call my office and ask to be scheduled, and they get scheduled.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
Back inside Mustang Stadium, Dan Hardebrook, glad to have you along. Steve Stifler producing our broadcast tonight. 4th down and 4 to go for the Mustangs. On top 8-0 as we start the second quarter. Munising now works left to right towards the darkness in the back of Mustang Stadium. Ball is at the 13-yard line. Niebel in the shotgun. Indians show blitz. Movement up front on the Mustangs.
Flag on the play.
And 4th and 4 just became 4th and 9 for the Mustangs. Nobody moved for the Indian defense. Ball start
against the Mustangs.
First penalty of the game. We were concerned up here in the booth because the official had pointed towards Newberry and then signals towards the Mustangs. 4th and 9. Backs the Mustangs up to the 18-yard line. Munising converted a 4th down earlier in this drive. Newberry had the ball once in the first quarter. Only had it for a couple of minutes. Niebel will keep it right side. Got the corner. Niebel stays in bounds. Touchdown.
Kane Niebel with a Mustang touchdown.
Joe Smithson up here in the booth wants a hold. The Indians get ripped out of the play. Great job by Niebel. He gets to the first down marker. Remember last time he just ducked straight out of bounds. That time he shows like he's going out of bounds, cuts it back up, and now a touchdown for the Mustangs and a 14-0 lead on the opening play of the second quarter. Two-point conversion try here. Niebel straight forward, stood up at the line. They come running in, no signal and no good. Indians get a big stop.
2-point conversion, no good.
That holds it to 14-0. The Indians have not been down since it was the same score last time they were here.
You're a leader in the game, so be a leader in your school. By using OK to say, you can report anything that threatens your safety or the safety of others. Submit a confidential tip
letting up a little bit, but now we're getting the
text,
win.
email, online, or through the mobile app. By using OK to say, you can make a difference.
Mustangs will kick it off. Left to right. Wind is at the back, coming off the lake here in Munising. Mustangs 2 for 2. Scoring drives with the ball. Indians are about to get it for the second time, and they're going to have to score, you would think. Short kick, second level, scooped up by Rahali at the 32. Right side, big hole. Matty Rahali out across the 50 to the 48-yard line. Good run for Matty. Picked it up on the left hash. They've got him cheated up with Munising kicking short. And the Indians will take over a Mustang territory. Spotted at the 49, 1st and 10. Indians picked up a first down on their first drive behind a couple of runs from Marco Juarez. But on their second set of downs, got caught in long yardage and had to punt. Indians go heavy. Wing to the left here instead of a wide out. It's Juarez right behind Rahali. Cuts back. He's got very little.
Juarez on the carry.
A yard for Juarez. Maybe a half a yard. Opening minute of the second quarter. Mustangs on top, 14-0. Indians are going 5 men up tight with Rahali, and now Juarez cuts it back this time. Started left, came right. It's a gain of 2. Indians will be in 3rd and 7 again. They stalled out right at midfield last time. Rahali's return got him across midfield.
Marco Juarez with the carry.
Now they flip it. Heavy to the right side. It's a different look. Nutkins. Fake. Throw. Too far for Rahali on a little 5 and out. And it's 4th down and long
incomplete
for the Indians. 4th and 7. Ball at the 47. Indians looking at less than just over a minute time of possession on this drive. Rahali lines up to punt. Joe Austin wants to trust the defense. Maddie with the boot. Didn't get all of it. It'll scoot, though. Nice bounce and roll. Ends up inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Indians
14-yard line.
Get stuffed. 10:28 to go, second quarter. Both teams with the ball twice. Mustangs 2 touchdowns. Newberry 2 punts. Kane Niebel has been the star of the show so far for the Munising Mustangs. And now they take over 1st and 10 at the 13. Munising has not attempted to pass. They haven't needed to. Give here to Paramaki. He loses his footing. It's a gain of a yard out to the 14.
Micaiah Paramaki on the carry.
Interesting that it's Micaiah Paramaki getting a bulk of the carries here. Unless I got my twins mixed up. Both Paramakis out on the wing. One right, one left. They run that sweep again from left to right. They've been going the same way.
Josiah Paramaki with the carry.
Away from Gabe Luck and at the rotating defensive end for the Indians on the far side. Nelson and Nillette. McNamara slid over there once or twice when Pavy's been in at the nose. Good stop there. 3rd and 1 coming up. Second level for the Indians been busy. Linebackers and DBs having to play up. Snap. Same thing. Left to right. Sweep. Missed tackle for the Indians. Going to give the Mustangs a first down. Flag comes in behind the play.
Josiah Paramaki with the carry. Flag on the play.
And we'll see what we got here. It's a hold on the Mustangs.
Holding against
out
the Mustangs.
The first down. We'll see where they spot it. It's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It'll wipe out the first down. They only went 5 yards. Now, okay. Now they're marching it off from there. Mustangs are going to be backed up all the way to almost where they started. It's going to be 3rd and 11 from the 12. And that could be the break the Indians need early on in this one. I said earlier, the Mustangs, they don't make many mistakes. 3rd and 11. Big play for the Indians. They show pressure. Wide split for the Mustangs. They come to the left side. It's a block. Niebel's brought down at the 18. And the Mustangs are going to have to punt. As we go under 9 minutes to go. So the penalty costs the Mustangs a first down. It's 4th and 7. 4th and 6 as they respot it. Referee Moves forward, moves back, moves forward. Finally sets it down. 4th and 6. From the 17. Mustangs are on offense. Little just quick snap and kick. Rahali from the 45. Comes to the right side. He's got room. Matty breaks a tackle. Gets put down. But the Indians flip the field position. They will take over at the Mustangs' 22-yard line. And with this field position, 8:28 to go, second quarter, down 2 scores. Uncle Mo is on the line here. It is a mist, a heavy mist. As the Newberry crowd on the far side gets fired up. Indian snap, Rahali in the quarterback. Goes left side, good block by Juarez. Rahali ripped out of bounds. Flag coming in. That's going to be a horse collar. Rahali got to the 10-yard line, close to the first down, and we're going to get penalty yardage on top of it. The Indians are going to have first and goal here. Number 20 for the Mustangs, and I apologize, I don't have a program because we're out in the rain and the wind and the wet weather. He basically wrapped both arms around Rahali's head and ripped him down. They call it a horse collar.
They shall follow horse collar against the Mustangs.
And you can hear over the PA speaker, people in the booth for the Mustangs are losing their minds down below us. That's a clear-cut textbook horse collar. Half distance to the goal. First and goal from the 5-yard line, left hash, as the scoreboard goes out. Rahali in the shotgun. Trips to the right, in tight. Matty lost the ball.
Rahali on the carry.
He'll get back on top of it. Indians will lose half a yard. The last 2 times the Indians have played the Mustangs, I believe they're 0 for 6 combined in the red zone. They need a touchdown here, down 14-0 with 8 minutes to go. Their defense makes a stand. Rahali with a great return to set him up. Same formation. Rahali left side, away from the trips. Powers his way down to the 1-yard line. They'll spot him at the 2. It's going to be 3rd and goal for the Indians, knocking on the doorstep as they head towards the scoreboard here at Mustang Stadium. Nutkins gets the play. Indians like that setup. Been successful on 2-point conversions. They've incorporated it into the offense. Rahali, shotgun, trips to the right. Straight forward. Rahali, touchdown, Indians. They're on the board. 14-6. And the Indians find their answer with 7:07 to go here in the second. 2-point conversion for the Tribe coming up. That is Matthew Rahali's 10th rushing touchdown of the season. I think he's also got 10 or 11 receiving. What a game and what a season for the sophomore. Same set for the Indians. Trips right, Rahali. Lost the ball again. He's going to scramble. He's going to get brought down.
2-point conversion is no good.
Mother Nature cools the jets of the Indians there, but they are on the board. It is 14-6 as we step aside in this regional championship contest. It is at 123 FM.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
Back here in Munising, Indians preparing to kick off. They cut the lead to 8. Munising 14, the Indians 6 as Raleigh kicks off right to left on a cold, wet, and windy night here in Munising. Welcome to the UP in November. Raleigh, the run up and the kick. Solid end over end boot. Caught on the run at the 18 by Nebel. No, by Jameson Ake. He gets out across the 30 to the 34-yard line, taken down there. 7:02 to go as the Mustangs go back to work. They scored on their first 2 drives. Came up empty. A 3rd down holding penalty. Wiped out a 1st down. Forced the Mustangs to punt. Wide split to the near side out of the double wing. Mustangs fake the sweep. Dive with Nebel. Indians get there.
On the carry.
Nice job by McNamara. Trying to get a number on the second guy, and it's Burton. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. 6:45 to go. Indians will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. They won the toss and deferred as the rain is picking back up. We either get light rain and a ton of wind or heavy rain and the winds die down, but now we're getting a little bit of both. Timeout for the Mustangs. Matt Matson calls a timeout with 6:26 to go.
Mustangs.
2nd and 7, and we will step aside.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Back here in Munising, out of the timeout, the Mustangs regroup, 2nd and 8. Ball at the 37-yard line, right hash towards the home sideline. Paramaki in a Wildcat. Gives off there, sweep, brought down in the backfield. It's a loss of 6. Great job by the Indians, who recognized the adjustment.
Paramaki tackled for a loss.
Paramaki brought down. 3rd
Looked
and
like
12. Zach Burton credited with the stop. That might have been Raleigh. 3rd and 11. Ball at the 33-yard line. Monsoon-type conditions. McNamara gets credited for the stop. Wildcat again. Nothing doing. Oh, a flag comes in. I hope this isn't on the Indians. They get the stop. It's going to be 4th and long, but we'll see what the penalty is. It's a hold on the Mustangs.
Nelson on the carry, flag on the play.
That will be declined. So the Mustangs try a timeout, go with a different lineup, and the Indians snuff it out. Their 2nd straight stop. Munising controlled the 1st. Indians controlling the 2nd. And with 5:41 to go.
Holding against the Mustangs. Penalties declined. 4th down.
Declined. 4th down. They're going to respot the ball because the Mustangs had already broken their huddle. It looks like Matson about 5 yards off the ball. Munising just quick kicks it out of the regular offensive set. Matty backs up. There's the short kick. Raleigh fields it at the 46. Right side. Big hole. Breaks a tackle. Raleigh to the 40. Spun out of bounds on the Newberry sideline. And the Indians will look to try and tie this thing up. 14-6. 5:31 to go, 2nd quarter, and the Indians officially from the 41-yard line. Snap. Raholly works left side. He's got the edge. Cuts it back. Tried to spin. That ain't going to work.
Raholly on the carry.
I bet you there's more traction at the bottom of the hill inside the Alger Ice Arena than there is out on this football field. Raholly gets a gain of 7. Matt Matson is livid with his defense. Matt Paramacki, the assistant coach, hooting and hollering as well. 5 minutes to go before halftime. Ball at the 34-yard line. 2nd and 3 for the Indians, who go back to the spread. 4 wide receivers. Nutkins slot right with Raholly, shotgun quarterback. Munising, only 2 guys rushing. Raholly will just keep it on a draw. Good job, forced out of bounds.
Matt Raholly on the carry.
They funnel him straight to the sideline. Raholly might have got a yard, if anything. Indians swap out a new ball. No gain. 3rd and 3. Ball just inside the 34. He got about a half a yard. Big one here for the Tribe. They're empty again. Mohar and Juarez to the left. Nutkins, Depew to the right. Fake the bubble screen. It's a draw from Raholly.
Raholly on the carry.
He's tripped up, and the Indians will have a 4th and 1.
Brings up 4th down.
Indians just cannot do anything in the middle. Normally it's Nutkins throwing a bubble screen to Raholly. That time they flip it and fake it. Fourth and 1. What do the Indians do? Raholly, wing to the right. Juarez next to Nutkins. Left in the shotgun. Mustangs jump. Fumble. Juarez loses his footing, and the Mustangs are going to get it back. They timed the blitz perfectly. Blake Doak couldn't get a handle on the snap. It rolls through the mud to Juarez. He picks it up, falls down. And the Mustangs get it back with 3:58 to go. They're up 14-6. They got 2 timeouts remaining. I formation. This is what Munising went to in the second half last time. Give here. Nebel has not been playing quarterback the last 2 drives. You wonder if he got hurt, maybe lost his footing, tweaked something. I do not see him out there. Give here. Got to be Paramacki. He can't read the numbers.
Josiah Paramacki with the carry.
Josiah Paramacki, who's been limited in this one. Nebel is walking up and down the side. Or, nope, that's Jamison 8. No Nebel. I thought I spotted him on the sideline. 3rd and 3. 40-yard line. Mustangs out of the eye. They'll try to go toss to the edge. Good job by the Indians.
Josiah Paramacki on the carry.
Looks like enough for a first down on the near sideline. Munising is happy
First
with
down,
that.
Mustangs.
They've been a totally different team with Nebel out. They barely get the first down there. 2:47 to go before halftime, and it's first down Mustangs. Indians show a ton of pressure. Snap, toss, cut back. Indians are there.
Josiah Paramacki on the carry.
Gabe Luck. Another big stop. Gabe had a fumble return in Rogers City last week. 2nd and 10. Mustangs do have 2 timeouts. Newberry with all 3. Indians Showing a lot of pressure. They know with Nebel out, there's definitely no passing threat.
Josiah Paramaki.
The weather, Josiah Paramaki up the gut. Bobbled up, 3rd and 8. 2:04 to go. Indians do not use a timeout there. They're going to try and save them for offense. They get a stop in bounds here. They'll have to burn one. Mustangs, 3rd and 8 from their own 45. Fake the handoff. They run option. It's a good look. Out of bounds. Good job. That'll stop the clock by
Josiah
Mohar.
Paramaki.
Mohar runs Josiah Paramaki out of bounds. 4th and 5 from the 49-yard line. Mustangs on top 14-6. Newberry did not have to burn a timeout there. Great job by Mohar to not let Paramaki stay in bounds. Mustangs line up in the eye. Got to watch the hard count. No, they go for it. Pitch. Juarez funnels it back inside. Indians get the stop. With 1:33 to go. Nolet and McNamara on the backside waited as Juarez forced that back inside. All right, 1:33 to go before halftime. Indians 14. Or Indians 6, Mustangs 14. Newberry at the 48-yard line. Mustang side of the ball with Rahali in at quarterback. Trips to the right. Formation they scored on. Maddie tries to get outside and does. Good block on the edge. He hurdles a guy. It's a penalty. That's a new rule this year where you can't hurdle a defender. That's just the gut instinct.
Flag on the play.
On Rahali. I hate that rule. If the kid's athletic enough to hurdle over a defender, what's he supposed to do? Stay on the ground and let a guy drive right into his knees? Just don't like it. First off, he's protecting his own safety and the players by avoiding a collision. Second of all, it's just a heck of a play. It does nothing to hurt the game. But it's going to cost the Indians. And it's a personal foul, 15-yarder for hurdling.
It's a personal foul against Newberry.
1:26 to go, so the Indians get backed up. So Newberry backed all the way up to the 38-yard line. Rahali, right side, face mask. No referee could see it. Rahali.
Matt Rahali on the carry.
Out of bounds. 42-yard lines. He gains 4. I see Kane Nebel's dad, who does radio for Munising, he's left the booth and is headed to the locker room. 1:19 to go, 14-6. 2nd and 16 is what the scoreboard says, but that's more like 2nd and that might be 20. Rahali, the pass, push in the back. Oh, it's an interception for the Mustangs. No, Juarez came up with the ball. Whose ball is it? Mustangs get the ball.
With a Mustang interception.
Oh, the Newberry coaching staff is livid. First, there was a push on Juarez on the back. The intended receiver. And then both guys go up battling for it. But they give the Mustangs the interception. They get it back with 1:12 to go. Still up 14-6. 2 timeouts for the Mustangs. They take over at the 36-yard line. Indians tried to catch Munising sleeping, and the turnover, first of the game, gives it back to the Mustangs. Gibbs straight up the gut. Nice fight by Paramaki.
Josiah Paramaki with a carry.
Juarez on the stop. Gain of about 6. Final minute, and the Mustangs may be content to just take this lead into the break. Coming up at the half, we'll step aside. We're going to go try and warm up, dry off a little bit. Give here. Tackle from behind by
Josiah Paramaki with a carry.
Just shot. No, one referee short. One referee says first down.
First down, Mustangs.
Mustangs move it. First down. Stops the clock. I formation. Clock still running. Pitch. Nolet makes the stop. That's just short of the first down. Mustangs with 19 seconds call a timeout. Their second.
Timeout Munising.
Up 14-6 just before halftime. And
new for the 2022-23 school year is a totally redesigned MHSAA website.
Championship contest.
The address is the same. Just go to MHSAA.com for all your new score schedules and more. The new site works great on mobile devices and makes tournament information even easier to find. Plus, get all the feature stories and final recaps right on the front page. Check out the new MHSAA.com.
The announcer blaring through the speakers in my ear. Reading his MHSAA website, PSA. I would disagree that it's newly remodeled and easy to use. Indians going to drop a guy back here. They don't want to get burnt on the pass. Once again, Kane Niebel is out for the Mustangs. Munising has not been able to keep the offense chugging without him. Toss sweep to Paramaki. This has been the offense. Indians bottle up. He's in bounds. We'll stop the clock
on the carry.
On the first down.
First down, Mustangs.
And Munising will take a timeout. The 15.2.
Timeout, Mustangs.
They will be out of timeouts. And you have to assume some funny business is coming here from the Mustangs. .2 to go. Ball at the 40-yard line, just outside the 40 of the Indians. 14-6. Winner to the state semifinals.
Update from Merrill. Merrill 22, Breckenridge 8.
So the other regional matchup, winner of this one will meet the winner of Merrill and Breckenridge. Merrill, one of the top teams in the state at 22-8. They lead that one. Munising would host the winner regardless. The Indians win. They'd have to go to Merrill or host Breckenridge. I formation. Under center. Toss to the wide side. Paramaki has the corner. Out of bounds. 9.1 to go.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
The Mustangs shaking up behind the play. Indians holding tough. Clock's got to run. Oh, no, he went out of bounds. 9.1 to go. I formation from the 31 for the Mustangs. Up 14-6. Toss. This time to the near side. Out of bounds.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
Mohar. 3.3 to go. Last play of the half probably here.
First down, Mustangs.
Mustangs get a first down. Ball will be at the 29-yard line. Wind is slightly at their back. Not as bad down on the field as it is where we are 3 stories up outside in the rain. And Newberry will call a timeout, make sure their defense is set. We'll take a quick break.
Newberry.
It's M123 FM, UP Sports Network, and the Newberry News.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
All right, here we go. Mustangs snap it. They go with the spread. Little backside screen pass. The chase is on. Play goes nowhere. Blake Walther the catch. Gain of 5. And we head to the half. Mustangs lead it 14-6.
From the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street.
As we step aside here at the half.
Sport teams across the Midwest.
It is
M123 FM. Support the teams
that football semifinal and a couple schools break long conference championship droughts. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. The first week of the football postseason is in the books, and there were a number of eye-popping notes from the 128 games in 11-player and 16 games in the 8-player. Maybe the biggest, literally, was the total points scored in the Waterford-Mott-Saginaw Heritage game. Mott won 77-63. Yes, 140 total points. That's 20 touchdowns. It's also the second highest combined point total in state history. Climax Scots beat Fulton in 2017, 84-62 for a total of 146 points. Our lowest scoring playoff game in round 1 went into overtime scoreless. In the first OT, East Jordan scored a touchdown and got a 6-0 win over Frankfort, giving East Jordan its first playoff win since 1999. Elsewhere, 3 3-win teams notched first-round wins. Brother Rice, Orchard Lake St. Mary's, and Benzie Central. And 3 4-win teams also won. Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central, Sterling Heights Parkway Christian, and Lansing Catholic. The Cougars knocked off previously unbeaten Durand, one of 3 9-0 teams to lose in round 1. There is one matchup of unbeatens in round 2. 10-0 Tecumseh will tangle with 10-0 Riverview for a district title in Division 4. Game balls this week go to Gladwin Volleyball's Erin Brault. She had 31 kills, 18 digs, and 7 aces in a Jack Pine Conference quad as Gladwin won its first volleyball conference championship since 1978. Rockford Soccer's Brennan Karras, his first goal of the year was a game winner, sending the Rams to the semifinals and keeping their unbeaten record intact. And to Anchor Bay runner Thomas Westfall, he set a new school record in leading Anchor Bay to its first cross-country regional championship since 1999.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with the MHSAA's Sam Davis.
A soccer match is about to start. One team is wearing their road white uniforms, the other is wearing their home blues. It's pretty easy to spot the referee in the middle of the field wearing a bright yellow referee jersey. But what if the home team is nicknamed the Yellow Jackets and they're also wearing bright yellow jerseys? Well, soccer officials come prepared. They have a number of different colored jerseys so they can wear something that contrasts with both teams. While yellow is the default color, they can easily change into a distinct uniform if needed, as red, blue, green, and black are also acceptable colors. They may even choose to wear a different color from what the goalkeepers are wearing. The last thing a referee wants to be is mistaken for a player on the field.
Thanks, Sam. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you are interested, go to the MHSAA website now to register. November marks the final month of the 2022 fall sports season. A number of sports have their MHSAA finals in the coming weeks. Boys and girls cross country will run at Michigan International Speedway on November 5th. A live stream will be available on the NFHS network. Boys soccer finals are also on November 5th. You can listen to all 4 matches on the MHSAA radio network or watch them all at MHSAA.tv. The girls' Lower Peninsula swimming and diving finals are November 18th and 19th. Division I is at Oakland University, Division II at Calvin University, and Division III at the Holland Aquatic Center. Action for both Friday and Saturday will be available to watch on MHSAA.tv. Volleyball will wrap up their season and crown champions in Battle Creek on September 19th. The semifinals and finals will be both on the radio network and MHSAA.tv. 8-player football finals from Marquette on November 19th will be on both the radio network and the MHSAA.tv, and then will re-air on Thanksgiving night on Valley Sports Detroit. And then the fall season ends with the 11-player football finals at Ford Field on Valley Sports Detroit and the MHSAA radio network. For matchups, start times, and more, please check out MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll see you next week. A whole lot of points scored in a district football semifinal, and a couple schools break long conference championship droughts. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. The first week of the football postseason is in the books, and there were a number of eye-popping notes from the 128 games in 11-player and 16 games in the 8-player. Maybe the biggest, literally, was the total points scored in the Waterford-Mott-Saginaw Heritage game. Mott won 77-63. Yes, 140 total points. That's 20 touchdowns. It's also the second highest combined point total in state history. Climax Scots beat Fulton in 2017, 84-62, for a total of 146 points. Our lowest scoring playoff game in round 1 went into overtime scoreless. In the first OT, East Jordan scored a touchdown and got a 6-0 win over Frankfort, giving East Jordan its first playoff win since 1999. Elsewhere, 3 3-win teams notched first-round wins: Brother Rice, Orchard Lake St. Mary's, and Benzie Central. And 3 4-win teams also won: Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central, Sterling Heights Parkway Christian, and Lansing Catholic. The Cougars knocked off previously unbeaten Durand, one of 3 9-0 teams to lose in round 1. There is one matchup of unbeatens in round 2. 10-0 Tecumseh will tangle with 10-0 Riverview for a district title in Division 4. Game balls this week go to Gladwin Volleyball's Erin Brault. She had 31 kills, 18 digs, and 7 aces in a Jack Pine Conference quad as Gladwin won its first volleyball conference championship since 1978. Rockford Soccer's Brennan Karras, his first goal of the year was a game winner, sending the Rams to the semifinals and keeping their unbeaten record intact. And to Anchor Bay runner Thomas Westfall, he set a new school record in leading Anchor Bay to its first cross-country regional championship since 1999.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with the MHSAA's Sam Davis.
A soccer match is about to start. One team is wearing their road white uniforms, the other is wearing their home blues. It's pretty easy to spot the referee in the middle of the field wearing a bright yellow referee jersey. But what if the home team is nicknamed the Yellow Jackets and they're also wearing bright yellow jerseys? Well, soccer officials come prepared. They have a number of different colored jerseys so they can wear something that contrasts with both teams. While yellow is the default color, they can easily change into a distinct uniform if needed, as red, blue, green, and black are also acceptable colors. They may even choose to wear a different color from what the goalkeepers are wearing. The last thing a referee wants to be is mistaken for a player on the field.
Thanks, Sam. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you are interested, go to the MHSAA website now to register. November marks the final month of the 2022 fall sports season. A number of sports have their MHSAA finals in the coming weeks. Boys and girls cross country will run at Michigan International Speedway on November 5th. A live stream will be available on the NFHS network. Boys soccer finals are also on November 5th. You can listen to all 4 matches on the MHSAA radio network or watch them all at MHSAA.tv. The girls' Lower Peninsula swimming and diving finals are November 18th and 19th. Division I is at Oakland University, Division II at Calvin University, and Division III at the Holland Aquatic Center. Action for both Friday and Saturday will be available to watch on MHSAA.tv. Volleyball will wrap up their season and crown champions in Battle Creek on September 19th. The semifinals and finals will be both on the radio network and MHSAA.tv. 8-player football finals from Marquette on November 19th will be on both the radio network and the MHSAA.tv, and then will re-air on Thanksgiving night on Valley Sports Detroit. And then the fall season ends with the 11-player football finals at Ford Field on Valley Sports Detroit and the MHSAA radio network. For matchups, start times, and more, please check out MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll see you next week. A whole lot of points scored in a district football semifinal, and a couple schools break long conference championship droughts. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. The first week of the football postseason is in the books, and there were a number of eye-popping notes from the 128 games in 11-player and 16 games in the 8-player. Maybe the biggest, literally, was the total points scored in the Waterford-Mott-Saginaw Heritage game. Mott won 77-63. Yes, 140 total points. That's 20 touchdowns. It's also the second highest combined point total in state history. Climax Scots beat Fulton in 2017, 84-62, for a total of 146 points. Our lowest scoring playoff game in round 1 went into overtime scoreless. In the first OT, East Jordan scored a touchdown and got a 6-0 win over Frankfort, giving East Jordan its first playoff win since 1999. Elsewhere, 3 3-win teams notched first-round wins: Brother Rice, Orchard Lake St. Mary's, and Benzie Central. And 3 4-win teams also won: Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central, Sterling Heights Parkway Christian, and Lansing Catholic. The Cougars knocked off previously unbeaten Durand, one of 3 9-0 teams to lose in round 1. There is one matchup of unbeatens in round 2. 10-0 Tecumseh will tangle with 10-0 Riverview for a district title in Division 4. Game balls this week go to Gladwin Volleyball's Erin Brault. She had 31 kills, 18 digs, and 7 aces in a Jack Pine Conference quad as Gladwin won its first volleyball conference championship since 1978. Rockford Soccer's Brennan Karras, his first goal of the year was a game winner, sending the Rams to the semifinals and keeping their unbeaten record intact. And to Anchor Bay runner Thomas Westfall, he set a new school record in leading Anchor Bay to its first cross-country regional championship since 1999.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with the MHSAA's Sam Davis.
A soccer match is about to start. One team is wearing their road white uniforms, the other is wearing their home blues. It's pretty easy to spot the referee in the middle of the field wearing a bright yellow referee jersey. But what if the home team is nicknamed the Yellow Jackets and they're also wearing bright yellow jerseys? Well, soccer officials come prepared. They have a number of different colored jerseys so they can wear something that contrasts with both teams. While yellow is the default color, they can easily change into a distinct uniform if needed, as red, blue, green, and black are also acceptable colors. They may even choose to wear a different color from what the goalkeepers are wearing.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry proudly supports the communities that we call home. They're Michigan's only manufacturer of LP SmartSide siding and trim. And just like our local sports teams, Louisiana Pacific Corporation is committed to teamwork and safety and getting the job done the right way. Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry wishes all of the area athletes best of luck this season.
Hey, local sports fans, the high school football season is finally here, and you do not want to miss a single second of the action, especially because you can't see. Call my good friend, Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Center. They'll help you see clearly all school year long so you don't miss a moment of the action. Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Center, Newberry, Munising, St. Ignace. Call 906-291-2015. The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com.
Welcome back here to Mustang Stadium in Munising. We are at the half, getting you ready for third quarter action. Both teams back on the field. Final warm-ups taking place. 14-6. Mustangs got off to the early lead, but things have changed. They ran a ton of quarterback keeper with Kane Niebel in the opening two drives. Munising, 2 possessions, 2 scores to jump up 14-0. But Niebel has left the game. Mustangs have had to change up their offense because of it, and they have been stymied, have not scored since that 14-0 start. Meanwhile, Newberry, after a slow start on their first couple of possessions where they came up just short on conversions, they were able to move it down and get themselves a touchdown to cut this to 14-6, obviously, with the rain. The wind is not terrible down at field level. Probably a lot worse here 3 stories up in the middle of this thing than it is down there. But the Indians will get the ball to start the second half, looking to tie this thing up. Winner of this one on to the state semifinals. We'll have the third quarter coming up with M123 FM.
The things that we do as well as any place you could get it done.
Dr. Benjamin Bryant is proud of the surgery performed at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center and reminds you, if you've put off some procedures because of COVID, chances are the surgery team at Helen Newberry Joy can perform it right here close to home.
We have a very experienced team. I think that our outcomes speak for us in terms of the job that gets done.
The list of procedures available just minutes from home at Helen Newberry Joy is impressive.
Gallbladder surgery is very, very common. We fix hernias, we put ports in, we remove all sorts of other lesions. We do vasectomies here. I don't think the public really knows that.
So if you've been putting off a procedure, it's only a quick phone call away.
I recommend that if they have a primary care doctor, they keep that doctor in the loop. But all they have to do is either call their doctor's office or call my office and ask to be scheduled, and they get scheduled.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
All right, here we go. Third quarter. Mustangs will kick left to right towards the back of the stadium here in Munising. Indians will return 14-6. Another evenly matched up ball game. Rahali from the 28. Left side. Breaks right. He's got a lane. Rahali. He can go all the way. Rahali. Buddy Rahali. Touchdown, Indians.
Matt Rahali with a kickoff with
72 yards for Matty Rahali. Add a kickoff return to his season total. Punt return, kick return, fumble return, pass, catch, run. He does it all. And Matty Rahaly on the opening play of the half has the Indians within a conversion of tying it up. Got it on the left hash, numbers right inside the 30. Cut right, big hole. And as his Uncle Adam used to say on our broadcast, he go. Draw for Rahaly. Dives across the pylon. We are tied here in Munising.
Newberry 14.
And the Indian faithful, about 100 of them, up on the hill on the far side in the corner. They've got a tent over there. They've got the heat rolling. They are surviving the elements. And after the opening kickoff of the second half, it's a whole new ball game between the Newberry Indians and the Munising Mustangs. Oh, what a start. Newberry needed to come out and make a statement. Boy, did they ever there. Rahaly to tee it up. Now you just can't give one back the other way. Rahaly, low, line drive kick. Gonna scoot on the turf. Stays in bounds. Handled at the 10. Quick stop by the Indians. They are fired up. Zach Burton with the stop. And we'll see what kind of adjustments the Mustangs have made. Kane Niebel missing most of the second quarter. I'm guessing he got tangled up. Or maybe with the bad footing. He's had some knee issues. I don't want to speculate. But when he went out, this thing changed and changed dramatically. Double wing, wide split this way. That's where they're coming. Big hole, and Paramaki slips and falls. He'll lose 2. Those big fellas inside for the Mustangs. Their tackle had about a 2-foot gap between him and the center. And they're just basically, with the slick weather, lining up wider up front to get their linemen to the edge quicker. Double wing to the right side. Quarterback keeps it up the middle.
Josiah Paramaki on
Josiah Paramaki, a beast, barrels his way through. We got 3 different spots of the football. They'll settle on the 32-yard line. 3rd and 3. 10:48 to go. 3rd and 2. Indians trying to get a big stop after they ran the opening kickback. Give up the middle. That's going to be enough for the first down.
Paramaki on the carry.
Josiah Paramaki plows his way across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He needed 2. He got 3. And there's a player down for the Indians. Trainer out. Coach Klickner, Coach Austin. Coach Klickner almost went down. It is going to be a first down. Burton down checking. Trying to look at who's there. Mohar, Nelson, Juarez, McNamara, Luck, Burton. I think it's Matty Rahaly. And that is not good for the Indians. It is Rahaly, who just ran it back. No pressure. It looks like it's the right leg. Burton, Coach Rahaly carry him off. Wow, both teams losing 2 of their studs here in this ball game. 14-14. Rahali's the guy that got the Indians offense going. Nelson is in at backer. Double wing. Just tough to find your footing. Paramaki breaks free. Uses the referee as a blocker. DePew runs him out at the 20.
Paramaki on the carry.
Give Matt Matson credit. You might not like it. He's done some questionable things with the way some guys play. They tried to score 100 on Brimley earlier this year, but they just went in right at the hole where Rahali just left the game. No huddle for the Mustangs. Paramaki, Wildcat, takes it to the left side. He'll get a gain of 4. The Mustangs with a quick answer here. They're in the red zone. What a first 2 minutes of the half. Second and 6. 15-yard line. Paramaki. Direct snap. Straight forward. Breaks a tackle at the 5. Paramaki. Touchdown.
Paramaki with a 15-yard touchdown.
.9:47 to go here in the third. Both teams put up points early in the quarter. And the Mustangs, 20-14, will go for 2. Matty Rahali is up. He is walking around. He looks okay. Conversion is going to be no good.
2-point conversion, no good.
Keeps it 20
lead,
to 14.
20-14.
We step aside for this quick
Applebee's
break.
invites you to eat good in the neighborhood after every game. FM. Join them for the late night.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
Rahali is back in on this kick return. Indians put 3 guys deep. It's probably not going to him again. A 72-yarder last time. Onside kick. Mustangs, go and get it. Oh, they kicked it right up the middle.
Joe Kelly recovers the football.
Onside kick that slides through the mud. And Joe Kelly slides in behind it.
Mustang football.
Munising gets it at the 46-yard line. Big play for the Mustangs. And now the Indians have to answer. .46-yard line. Perfectly played by Munising. Newberry has worked on every onside kick defense imaginable for the last week, and the Mustangs get him there. And now
Paramaki on the carry.
He's just imposing his will here early in the third. Gain of 5. Ball down. Oh, they'll give him 6 out to the 40. Munising fans fired up. Little pep in the step for Munising. Newberry runs the opening kick back in the third quarter. Mustangs come down and score. Now they got it back on the onside kick. Big pile up there. Good job defensively.
Flag on the play.
It's going to be 3rd and short. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what this does.
Sideline warning against Newberry.
Indians get a sideline warning. It should be 3rd and short. Give here, Paramaki. He's got a first down, and he just keeps going.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
2 things working in Munising's favor right now. They have the game's only turnover. They also get a bonus on the onside kick. And Paramaki has come to life without Nebel for the Mustangs, while Juarez is on pace for his lowest rushing yardage game of the season. Munising's controlled the clock. They control the scoreboard, 20-14. 1st and 10 from the 30. Snap. Paramaki lost his footing. He'll get brought down. A loss of 1.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
This is the type of game where you wish. I mean, yes, Munising's earned the right, but I can't imagine a semifinal game on this field next week if the Mustangs were to host. The field has made a definite impact, but both teams playing through it. Mustangs have just gone direct snap to Paramaki and let him plow forward, and the Indians have only 3 guys on the line.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
Josiah Paramaki. Gabe Luck. Looks like he's wearing brown. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Mustangs. They'll have the ball at the 27-yard line. 4 down territory for them as we near 7 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Division I, Region I championship contest. Give here. Huge hole up front left by the Indians, but a great play from behind by Juarez.
On the carry.
And we've got 4th down and 4 coming up.
4th down.
This is a big, big play in this ball game. 4th and 4. Ball at the 26-yard line. Mustangs on the drive. Matson brings in the play. The son from the coach and dad. It's double wing to the left side. Paramaki comes back. 1-on-1. Indians miss a tackle. Paramaki, touchdown, Mustangs.
Josiah Paramaki with a 24-yard touchdown run.
4th and 4. The Mustangs haven't thrown a pass all night, and the Indians put 4 in the box. And shoot the wrong way, and the Mustangs, boy, in Newberry tied it up with that kick return. You thought this was going to be a whole new ball game, and it has been. The Mustangs.
2-point conversion is good.
Back-to-back scores. They lead it 28-14, and the pressure goes back on the Indians.
Henry Ford Sports Medicine official team physicians for over 100 sports teams in Southeast Michigan and you. They can create a unique game plan just for you, just like they did for the pros. Learn more at henryford.com/sports.
6:26 to go. 4th and 5, and Paramaki scores on a 24-yard run. The Indians are going to bring an extra man up. Mohar comes and plugs the middle in the front line for that last onside kick, shot straight through. Joe Kelly, the kicker, placed it perfectly last time. Indians with Rahali and Juarez deep. This one is kicked. Rahali from the 28-yard line. No, it's Juarez. Behind a block from Nutkins. Marco Juarez breaks a tackle. across midfield and out to
Marco
the
George
45.
for the return.
It'll be the Indians' first offensive play of this third quarter. Ran the opening kick back, then the Mustangs scored, got it right back with an onside kick and scored again. Indians from the 48-yard line, Munising side of the ball. Notkins will take the signal. Juarez next to him. Salter wide with Depew. Notkins looks to throw. Incomplete. Underthrown.
Nutkins' pass is incomplete.
Contact, but nowhere near catchable for Salter. And the Indians try to throw the ball. Munising without Nebel. Indians right now without Rahali. Amati may be back in the slot here. Snap. They fake bubble. Give to Juarez. He needed one more block and he might have broke it. He'll get a gain of 5. Indians trying to dig deep. Rahali is back out there. No, he's not. I got to stop speculating and just look. He's getting worked on the sideline. Mohar wide. Fake the bubble. Draw to Juarez. Bottled up.
Juarez with the carry.
No gain. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Indians. 5 minutes to go. Third quarter, 28-14. Rahali is sitting over on the bench. Gavin Nutkins breaks the huddle. The junior got Salter, Depew, and Mohar wide. Indians are back in there. They've gone trips here. They fake the bubble again. Defended. Nutkins has it deflected.
Nutkins' pass falls incomplete.
Matt Matson was screaming for intentional grounding. It was a deflected pass. Big play here. 4th and 5. Indians at the 33 of the Mustangs. Got a good thing going with Juarez. Zach Klickner, Joe Austin. Talk it over with Gavin. Gavin comes back to the huddle. Receiver each way. Mohar back at the tight end. Nutkins. Juarez. They go to the horse. It's going to be real close.
Juarez with the carry.
Near side, it looks short. Far side, it looks good. They got 2 different spots again. Mustangs are coming off as they get the stop. They do.
Mustangs hold.
Half-yard
down
short.
Mustangs.
Over 1,200 yards on the season. The Indians needed one more there, but couldn't get it. And with 4:29 to go, the Mustangs 2 for 2 here in the third. Will look to add to their 28-14 lead. They scored twice in the first, then twice here in the third. Indians controlled the second, and the opening kickoff in the third quarter. They need a stop here to keep within striking distance. Paramaki, direct snap.
Paramaki on the carry.
He's going to get a gain of about 5. Second down coming up. Regional championship to the winner. Loser will see an incredible season come to an end. You're also talking about the winner being up for team of the year, head coach, probably a finalist for coach of the year in the all-UP voting. Direct snap, Paramaki. They're not going to change it.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
First down for the Mustangs.
First down, Mustangs.
They're just double teaming Pavey. Getting to the second level. This one's coming near side. If you go off of the wide split, heavy to the near side. Straight ahead, Paramaki tries to bounce it. Right where we thought he was going, across the 40.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
Just inside the 41 as the Mustangs start to chew some clock with 3:24 to go here in the third. The Indians are only playing 5 in the box. Paramaki behind his pulling guard. He's going to get 5 or 6 every time.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
Live 3 guys, 15 yards off the ball on the night where the Mustangs haven't thrown it and are without their quarterback. This is turning into shades of the regional final last year. It was E.J. Suggett in that game that just pound in the second half to pull away from the Indians. 4 in the box. Paramaki. Munising, simple math. Send 7 to block 4.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
Paramaki.
First down, Mustangs.
Munising out across midfield. 2:20 to go. Third quarter. Mustangs led it 14-0. Indians came back to tie it at 14. Now the Mustangs back up. Snap. Paramaki behind the puller again. Breaks a tackle. Keeps going. He's going to get 5 more.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
Wide side to the weak side. Missed tackle. Paramaki runs a guy over.
Josiah Paramaki
got a piece of Coach Flickner, who stained up his khakis. Either will have to get those out. Gain of 9 yards. They need 1 more for the first down. 3rd and 1. Three down linemen. Now they'll shift to a 4th. But nobody behind the line in the middle. Paramaki down the train tracks to the 30.
Paramaki with a carry. First down, Mustangs.
Another first down for the Mustangs through to the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 with 1:15 to go. Fans trying to will the Indians on. Straight forward. Paramaki.
Josiah Paramaki with a carry.
5 yards. Feels like the Bill Murray movie Groundhog Day. Just the same thing over and over. Paramaki 5 or 6 yards at a time. He's broken 2 big ones, including 1 on 4th down earlier in the quarter to put the Mustangs up 2 scores. Paramaki in the shotgun. Straight forward. Indians finally force them backwards.
Josiah
A loss of
Paramaki on
5.
the carry.
Good spot coming for the Mustangs. Going to be a loss of only 3. 3rd and 9. End of the quarter as the Mustangs come to the sideline. 4th quarter, regional title on the line. Mustangs 28, Indians 14.
The things that we do as well as any place you could get it done.
Dr. Benjamin Bryant is proud of the surgery performed at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center and reminds you, if you've put off some procedures because of COVID, chances are the surgery team at Helen Newberry Joy can perform it right here close to home.
We have a very experienced team. I think that our outcomes speak for us in terms of the job that gets done.
The list of procedures available just minutes from home at Helen Newberry Joy is impressive.
Gallbladder surgery is very, very common. We fix hernias, we put ports in, we remove all sorts of other lesions. We do vasectomies here. I don't think the public really knows that.
So if you've been putting off a procedure, it's only a quick phone call away.
I recommend that if they have a primary care doctor, they keep that doctor in the loop. But all they have to do is either call their doctor's office or call my office and ask to be scheduled, and they get scheduled.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
Remind you that following the conclusion of this championship game, we will award medals and trophies to the winning team. We ask that all fans stay in their seats so that the award ceremony may begin immediately at the conclusion of this game. Thank you.
28-14 medals, trophies, and a spot in the semifinals up for grab here in the final quarter. 12 minutes to go. Been about 7 straight minutes of Josiah Paramaki, and it's not going to change as we start the 4th. Straight forward on 3rd and 9.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
Paramaki gets a couple. Big play here. Indian season may be at stake. It's going to be 4th, and they're probably going to need 7. Mustangs need the 20. They're just inside the 27. Middle of the hashes. Headed towards the scoreboard here at Mustang Stadium. Indians overload to one side. Mustangs go the other way. Newberry's got to stop. Big one there.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
A bullet. 4th down stop. Indians take over.
Juarez on the tackle.
11-17 to go. 4th quarter. It's Juarez on the
turnover on downs. Newberry football.
Indians will get it. Where will they spot it? 24-yard line. 1st and 10. Tribe needs to score twice. Both teams with different personnel all over. Movement. Oh, Indians didn't get it off the penalty. And that's going to make it 5 yards further for the Indians. False start.
False start, Newberry.
So 1st and 15 from the 19 now. Give to Juarez. Trying to find some grass. Ball's loose. Mustangs have it. Ripped out from behind by Jacob Matson. Juarez slow to get up. And the Mustangs jump on it. They'll get it back.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Munising.
And now Newberry will have to make another stand. Juarez shaken up will come out. Doak slow to come off. The Indians got too many. 3, 4, 9. They didn't get off in time. The Mustangs are going to pick up some free yardage.
On the carry.
The wheels are coming off the buggy for the Indians. Too many men. Paramaki gained a couple. Looks like he got 5 on the spot. Long discussion here. They're asking Matt Matson now if he wants it. He can have the yards or the free down. A lot of
dollar pizza while it lasts at the concession stand. Dollar pizza while it lasts at the concession stand.
$11:05 to go.
Illegal substitution against Newberry.
Too many men. They're going to take out the run, and they're going to take the penalty. So they get a yard.
First and 5 from Munising.
So they were looking at 2nd and 5, or 2nd and 4, or 1st and 5. Mustangs figure it out. Give here up the middle. Good stop when they needed it the most. No gain.
Paramaki.
Paramaki met by Burton. He doesn't want his career to come to an end here. The only team that has defeated the Indians this season. 14-0 in week 2. Meanwhile, Newberry, even with that loss to the Mustangs, the only team that's challenged Munising. They both rolled through the rest of their schedule. Paramaki bottled up again. A late shove to the ground as an Indian body goes flying. 3rd and 5. Indians got a stop on Munising's last drive, then fumbled it over. Kane Nebel left in the first half for the Mustangs. Matty Rahali banged up in the second half for the Indians. They load up the front. Paramaki, no gain. 4th down.
On the carry.
Falls forward for a yard. It's going to be 4th and 3, 4th and 2. Real generous spot for the Mustangs. Munising taking their time. 9:33 to go. Lead on their side. If the Mustangs win, they will host the semifinal. Merrill up over Breckenridge 22-8. Mustangs would host regardless of who wins that game. Newberry trying to rally. They get the win here, and Breckenridge upsets Merrill. It would be in Newberry. 10 seconds to go. It's 4th and 1, and the Mustangs run it all the way down and take their first timeout.
Munising.
We'll take one as well. It is M123 FM.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
MHSAA.com.
All right, here we go. Out of the timeout. 4th and 3 is turned into 4th and 1. Ball at the 15-yard line. 9:02 to play. Munising 28, Newberry 14. Mustangs with the ball. Heavy to the left. Paramaki, Wildcat, straight forward. First down and more. Touchdown. The kid's a stud. Give him credit.
Josiah Paramaki with a 15-yard touchdown run.
3-touchdown lead. Zach Klickner's not happy about something on the sideline. It's going to be the most points the Indians have given up all season. Rudyard had hit 30.
Josiah Paramaki with a 2-point conversion.
Josiah Paramaki has been the only guy to carry the rock in the second half for the Mustangs, who lead it by 22. For the Indians, it's not over. But there is no room for error with 8:58 to go. Man, the opening kickoff. Indians played a great second quarter. Held the Mustangs scoreless, cut it to 14-6. Ran the opening kick of the second half back, and you thought, man, oh man, that was the momentum swing they needed. And the Mustangs have just dropped the hammer here the rest of the way. 5 up front for the Indians. Lost Matty Rahali. Juarez and Mohar deep back. Mustangs try to go onside. Picked up by the Indians. Heads up play. Touchdown, Indians. Oh, it's not a penalty until you touch the ball. Who runs it back? Kennedy Depew.
Depew runs it back for a touchdown.
The Mustangs tried a surprise onside kick. It only went about 7 yards. Kennedy Depew heads up, scoops it up as the Mustangs all stop, and Depew scoops and scores. Oh, Munising knew it didn't go far enough, and they just stopped. Oh, the big break. The Indians get one, their second kick return of the contest. Bold move, even trying the onside. Up 3 scores. The Mustangs didn't need to do that.
2-point conversion is good.
Newberry's dangerous kick returner not back there. Man, oh man. Just kick that thing deep if you're the Mustangs. Play the field position game. You're up by 3 scores.
Army National Guard plays a vital role in our national defense and responds as needed to state emergencies to protect the lives and property of Michigan citizens. If you're interested in learning more about the Guard, visit myarmyguard.com. That's myarmyguard.com.
8:53 to go. Quick strike for the Indians. Now do they try an onside? Nutkins will try to kick. You can see Ben Rahali on the far sideline standing. There is 25 yards between the second and third level of the Mustang return team. Ben Rahali, I think, wants Gavin Nutkins to just aim this one for him. 36-22, Indians to kick off. Nutkins, the run up, the boot. He tries onside, takes a hop. There's a battle for it. Mustangs come up with it. They'll get it at the 41-yard line. But the Indians with 8:52 are still in it if they can stop the one-man freight train known as Josiah Paramaki. Indians have Boltema in at defensive end. 4 guys down, but no middle backers. Paramaki straight up the gut.
Josiah Paramaki.
They're relying on Mohar to come all the way from a 3 deep safety. He did a good job getting there. Gain of 3. Pavey will run off. Fresh bodies rotate in. Salter for Kennedy Depew in the backside. 3 down linemen. Burton comes up. Right side, funneled back in to stop for the
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
Josiah Paramaki for the 800th time in the second half. We'll be under 8 minutes to play. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Mustangs. A yard shy of midfield. Right to left towards the scoreboard here in Munising. To quote the great Chris Berman, tick, 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 tick goes the clock. Wildcat. Paramaki got a late start. Don't know if he spun the wheels of the mud.
Paramaki on the carry.
He'll get a yard. 4th and 3 here. Oh, man. Another great spot for the Mustangs. Not as bad as the spots in Rogers City last week, but still, it's 4th and 3. And with Paramaki, a yard and a half on the spot is a big gift. Give. Near side. It's going to be close. I don't think he got it.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
The side judges who spot the ball have been at different spots all night. They'll eye it up first down.
First down Mustang.
Indians got to keep fighting here. 7:05 to go. Paramaki straight ahead. Battle in the middle. 5 yards again. Moms of these 2 football teams deserve a medal for the laundry job they're going to have to do this weekend. Indians used to be in white. It's all brown now. Same for the Mustangs and the home blacks. The Indians late shift. They put 5 on the line that time.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
Gabe Luck's pants and jersey are almost darker than his helmet. Makes the stop there. 3rd and 3. 45-yard line. No need to even guess. Wildcat. Double wing. They pull Matson. Paramaki falls forward. First down.
Paramaki on the carry.
Under 6 to go.
First down Mustangs.
Munising will take all day. They'll just grind it down. Give here, Paramaki. Sweet, breaks a tackle. They'll say he stepped out of bounds.
Josiah Paramaki.
8 yards. Josiah Paramaki. It might be an entire half of Paramaki. They ran Micaiah mainly along with Nebel early in the contest. But the Mustangs have jumped on the back of their lead horse. And Josiah Paramaki has been the difference. Right side, broken tackle again. You look back.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
4th and 5. Earlier in the half, the Indians
first down
back in the game. Paramaki broke a 24-yarder for a touchdown. The Indians have just never been able to control the pace of this contest. The give here, Paramaki just powers through.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
Five minutes to play. Mustangs down to the 23-yard line. The Indians, I don't think they realize those wings are just to draw guys away from the middle. Indians force Paramaki out of bounds.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
Clock will stop. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. Problem is, he's gotten 4 or 5 just about every time he's touched it. 4:41 to go. Paramaki left side, shot down. He didn't get it. Another 4th down coming
Josiah
up.
Paramaki on the carry.
Spotted at the 21. Timeout.
Timeout. Newberry.
They're first. 4:32 to go. They're down by 2
We remind
scores.
you that following the conclusion of this championship game, we will award medals and trophies to the winning team. We ask all fans to stay in their seats so the award ceremony may begin immediately at the conclusion of this game. Thank you.
Whistle from the referees. It's 4th and 3. Ball at the 22-yard line. It's actually the 21. Says the 22 on the scoreboard. They're going to need the 18. It's 4th and a long 3, almost 4. Right to left, Mustangs. Paramaki, straight forward. He didn't get it. He's a whole yard short. Yard and a half short.
Paramaki with a carry.
Indians get the stop. It's go time for the Tribe. Down 36-22.
Turnover on downs, Newberry football.
Still life in the tank for the Indians. Indians will take over at the 19-yard line. They've got to go all the way down to the back side of the field here. Snap. Nutkins looks for blocking. Has a lane. Lowers the shoulder. Fumble. Mustangs say they have it.
Nutkins
they're
on the
going to talk about it. Is it a fumble? Clock's running here. They need to stop the clock while they talk about it. They'll rule them down.
Runner is down.
Nutkins with a gain of 6. Indians got to go here with 4 minutes to go. They lost a good 20 seconds there on the fumble debate. Nutkins, fake. Rahali is back out there. Deep ball, incomplete. Tried to go over the top.
Pass is incomplete.
To Mohar in double coverage. Sees it on the line, whatever's bothering Rahali. He's back. Third and 5. Indians take the deep shot. Nutkins looks up top. Face guard deflected. He did not make a play on the ball. That should be a penalty.
Incomplete. Deflected by Tyler Nelson.
4th and 5. It might be season on the line for the Indians. Nutkins tried to go deep twice. Munising gets a stop. They can put a bow on this thing. Indians only have 2 timeouts. Nutkins. Snap. Throw. Rahali. Helmet to helmet hit. That's got to be targeted.
Pass complete.
Oh, a helmet to helmet hit.
To Matt Rahali.
On Rahali. 7-yard catch for a first down. Matson just tried to lay out Rahali. This is the same kid that was punching players on the pile last year. 3:20 to go. Indians back to the line of scrimmage. Nutkins looks, deep ball. Rahali caught it to the 30. First down, Indians out of bounds.
Nutkins' pass is complete to Matt Rahali.
That's about a 40-yarder.
Newberry.
Indians will have it at the 28. 1st and 10. 3:10 to go. A beautiful ball by Nutkins. Indians got 2 timeouts. Rahali, nobody is on him on the right side. Gavin, snap, whistle, for what? Inadvertent whistle. We don't know what this is about. Indians will line it up. And now they're backing the Indians up. And now we got some discussion here. They're backing the Indians up. There was no flag. The Indians snapped it, and then there was a whistle. Referee will come over. Inadvertent whistle. 3:10 going to be put on the clock. Ten seconds going back up. 3:10. 1st and 10 from the 28. I think it was, they're trying to figure out where it was at when Rahali went out of bounds. Inadvertent whistle. Now the Mustangs have adjusted their defense. Through the hands of Nutkins. Mustangs have it.
Fumble on the play. Reagan Bowerman with the recovery. Mustang football.
Bowerman in with it. 2 turnovers. The onside kick in the 3rd quarter where the Mustangs scored to answer Newberry's kick return. And then score again, broke their back, and the Indians are going to sub some guys in. They're late getting a couple on. And this is just going to be a couple of plays at Josiah Paramaki Indians. Only 2 timeouts. Give the Mustangs credit on a wet night where they lost their star quarterback, which cost them last year in the playoffs. They have not turned the football over, and that may end up being the difference. 5-yard gain for Paramaki. The Indians running guys in and out. Snap. Paramaki. He'll get 3. Indians will call a timeout.
Josiah Paramaki on the carry.
Or won't they? They're going to try and get a stop here on 4th down and save the timeouts. Paramaki needs 2 yards, and I say Paramaki and not the Mustangs because he has been the Mustangs in the second half. And if he gets this one, it's lights out. Straightforward. 1st down. And the Mustangs will be able to run it out.
Josiah Paramaki with the carry. 1st down, Mustangs.
It has been an unbelievable record-setting season for the Indians. School record for points in a year. School record for points allowed, fewest in a year. But the Mustangs have been just a touch better. And they can kneel on this thing and get to the semifinals. And as Josiah Paramaki went man mode. Paramaki gets wrapped up, gain of 1. And it's under a minute.
Paramaki on the carry.
Mustangs will host Merrill or Breckenridge here next week. The winner of that one will go to the Superior Dome for the state championship. Mustangs 11-0. Newberry will finish at 9-2. And this one is going to sting as they're going to have to watch one of their fiercest rivals celebrate a 2nd win of the season. Just the umbrellas. I can load everything else up in there. Mustangs kneel on it. And that does it. The Munising Mustangs are your 8-man Division I Regional 1 champions. And for Newberry's senior class, they completely turned this program around.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the presentation of the Regional Championship Trophy, let's acknowledge these 2 fine teams for their achievements this year and their play today.
The Indians.
At this time, we direct your attention to the field.
Meet at midfield.
Where Nicole Lossock, Athletic Director, will make the trophy presentation to the Division I Regional Champs, the Mustangs of Munising High School.
We will step aside, come back and wrap this one up. It's M123 FM.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry proudly supports the communities that we call home. They're Michigan's only manufacturer of LP Smart Side siding and trim. And just like our local sports teams, Louisiana Pacific Corporation is committed to teamwork and safety and getting the job done the right way. Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry wishes all of the area athletes best of luck this season.
Hey, local sports fans, the high school football season is finally here, and you do not want to miss a single second of the action, especially because you can't see. Call my good friend, Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Center. They'll help you see clearly all school year long so you don't miss a moment of the action. Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Center, Newberry, Munising, St. Ignace. Call 906-291-2015. The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com.
The Michigan High School Athletic Association and Munising High School have enjoyed having you at today's game, and we look forward to having you as our guest at future events.
Where the Mustangs,
please drive carefully on your way home.
Take their picture with the regional championship trophy. They are going to be home here against Merrill next week. Merrill on top of Breckenridge, 52-22 with 10 minutes left. And the Mustangs is the number one team in playoff points. Will be here most likely next Saturday to play in the state semifinals. The Newberry Indians gather and get a final word from the legendary head coach Joe Austin. You wonder if this is the end of the line for him. He completely changed his style and philosophy around. He did a great job with this team. Look, I called out Coach Austin at one point over the summer about some of his style. And I will admit that I was flat out wrong about Joe Austin. He did a great job this year with this team. The Indians will be back. They may be down in Division II next year. They'll return a ton of talent at the skill positions. They got to replace a lot as well. Juarez, Burton, Dope, all conference players as seniors. They had guys step up and do a great job throughout the year. Ethan Salter was a big surprise on the defensive end. Seniors have a lot to be proud of. When this program, when they started to come into it, this was a program that did not know the direction it was heading. It was a program that had a lot of questions. A quick coaching turnover led Joe Austin to the Newberry Indians. Zach Klickner, Rudy Mendoza have been by his side since he got here. And the Indians, this will be a tough one, but it will fire them up for the winter, motivate them for the offseason, and hopefully we see them back among the contenders again next year. Josiah Paramaki makes the difference for the Mustangs as they pull out the victory here in this one, 36-22. Want to thank you all for joining us tonight. Have a great weekend. You're home for local high school sports. It's M123 FM.
Why listen when you can watch? With Newberry Indians varsity football on M123 FM and the EUP Sports Network. Tonight's live video coverage was brought to you by the Lewis County Veteran Services Office, Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Centers, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis, Louisiana Pacific Corporation, Pickleman's Total One Stop in Newberry Subway, and the Newberry News. Don't miss Newberry Indians varsity football action all season long with M123 FM and the EUP Sports Network.